Capricorn, buckle your seatbelts. There's gonna be a lot of challenge this week. Remember that Capricorn, you are the house where this beautiful full moon is center stage, but it's also in conjunction to Jupiter. And that says a lot about how deep we are digging and how terrifying some of the things that are unearthed might be in cooperation with the semi-square that is happening for more than this week between Saturn and Jupiter. That tells me that there's a lot of, or there could be a lot of uncomfortable feelings of restraint and restriction, a need in your life to go really deep and see and look at where you have in any way, shape, or form gone into excess, including with restricting yourself. Let's get into the cards. Capricorn, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I will get into the astrology as well. This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's a new reading that comes out every single Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And if you want to join me for a daily tarot card reading, please find me on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation, where we get down and dig deep daily on a live chat. So I'll love to have you there. Trust in the magic, White Raven Spirit. So this is definitely time for something new, and then overcome any obstacle. There have been obstacles to starting something new. It's also these things that are in your way that need to be bulldozed through. This could also be financial obstacles that are requiring you to do something new, begin something new, new job, new project, a new business. Something new is required. It's probably already been offered to you. If there have been any if there's been any hesitation on your part, it is because of being stuck in old behavior patterns that are toxic in some way. And this is actually an opportunity to help get you through those hard times. The Taurus energy here says overcome any obstacles. Taurus energy is often financial, but it's also with regards to how you look, how you feel. What have you been doing in excess? It's time to take on a new leaf. It's time to purify yourself and purge all those things that have made you sickly in any way, emotional, psychological, in terms of your relationships, so social, economical, certainly. This is when we start new patterns. It will be an uncomfortable week. Why? Let's talk about that full moon. That full moon that is happening in Capricorn conjunct Pluto, which is all about digging to the very depths, all of those places, those toxicities that we've held on to. What is it springing from? Getting to the bottom of that so that you can detox yourself. Purging, that's what full moons are about. We've come to an end of a cycle. We're done. We're full. We're about to burst. And that's what's happening now. Use this as a starting point for a new way of behaving, a new way of acting, starting something new in the way of behavior. Trust in the magic and overcome any obstacles. This new opportunity has been presented to you as a gift. It may feel like you're taking on too much. It may feel like your schedule is overwhelming. Trim back the fat, but not this not about this. This is a new chance or a new opportunity, a time to start fresh. Okay. Remember, guys, there's always an extended reading that I hope that you'll join me for. The link is right below. Also, guys, you can join my Unbound membership here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot and get unlimited access to all of the extended readings for the life of your membership, plus all the other membership perks. So check that out. Time to let go. You've been holding on to something and refusing to let go, and now is a lucky time. It's not that it's misfortune or unfortunate when it's in reverse. What it's telling me in reverse is that you holding on to something has actually just limited you. And so if you have been feeling limited, those are limitations that you have been putting on yourself because you have been holding on to something. This is Scorpionic energy. It could have to do with emotional pain, emotional stress, or conditioning that came from your childhood that you've been holding on to. And that's what the pain, that's where the pain is going to come from, this crack open that's going to happen to let all that nasty pus pour out. Pus, hopefully not literally, but in terms of shit you've been holding on to that's fucking up your system, and that is a very emotional. Toxic tides that are springing up out of the surface, but that needs to get out. It's not that you lack fortune, it's that you're finding yourself, and let's go back to the astrology here with a Saturn semi-square to Jupiter. You're restricting your own fortune. You're restricting your own happiness. Now, Jupiter is all about expansion. It's all about growth. It's all about fun and good times and living in the moment and doing new things and allowing yourself to go new places. Have different experiences. Do the unexpected. How many times, even in the past week, have you restricted yourself to the point of you won't go out of the house or you won't go visit a new place until you've looked at the schematic of the location first, so that you can pre-plan everything that you're going to do and feel safe and secure? Why not just feel safe and secure going for it? Putting yourself in there. This is not asking you to be somebody else. It's asking you to trust yourself enough to know that you can handle this situation, that this fear that you're holding on to has got everything to do with lack of confidence or faith in your ability to handle things. Where did that come from? Where in your head was that talking or that speaking coming from? You're going to get to the bottom of that, almost like digging down into a psychological vault this week. And that's very, very good, because these restrictions have been consuming you, or at least part of your life in some way. And now you can get to the really almost shed light on that bead or that seed of toxicity. We have take a leap of faith. This is also very lucky energy, and it's saying take that chance. So we're going to go back to this new start, this new beginning. Trust in the magic. 6-6 is an energy of partnership. It's Venus. It's two loves connecting and combining. So have you been having relationship fears? Has there been something regarding or surrounding relationship issues? Letting yourself give over to somebody else's love, caring, conviction, kindness. What is it that's happening? Where is this tension that you're limiting your ability to feel that joy by not allowing yourself to let go, perhaps of a past love affair, perhaps of hurt from a past love affair, or things that you've believed about yourself, things that you believed about yourself that are based on somebody else's opinion of you and not your own. Take a leap of faith. This is a fantastic week for you to jump into what you've been being pulled to. Capricorn, I know you very well. You are very intuitive. You've been pulled in this direction. What is keeping you from diving in? Let's get into that. That's a good question for the cards. What is keeping Capricorn from diving in? Underlying energy. This could be past life, so it could be dharmic. This could also be underlying energy, as in you've grown up with this. So let's dig down. Let's start here. Be loyal to what you love. This is about family. This is about the fourth house. And this is about something going to be illuminated that needs to be eradicated and purged. Because Pluto is with you, the sun, this full moon, this full moon, something's got to pop, something's got to purge. It's got to do with your fourth house, because this is Cancerian energy. What is this, guys? Be loyal to what you love. Did you feel like you were going to be betraying somebody? Leaving them alone, abandoning them if you didn't act or behave just like them, or if you didn't continue to live in the way that they raised you or taught you or treated you, because in some ways that would make you feel like you weren't good enough because you weren't being loyal to exactly what they told you, or you'd be leaving them behind. Maybe the last conversation you had with somebody was the only thing that you feel you can hold on to, and so you're holding on to whatever it is that you promised them. Time goes on and you must change, and it is that this deep rooted fear that I am not a good person, or I am betraying somebody if I grow beyond them. You are alive. You are growing. You are supposed to grow beyond what you used to be. You're not growing out of somebody because you grow up from the point when you were last with that somebody. You are actually honoring them by growing to your fullest capability and capacity. A lot of times people, especially parents, they will tell us things to keep us safe as children, and maybe they don't get to be in our lives as we grow up. They're not really trying to restrict us. Most good parents are not really trying to restrict us. They're trying to keep us safe for when we're children, not trying to limit us for when we're adults. It's time for you to exceed even their expectations, even their ability, even their foresight, because you have, and you have to allow yourself to let go, detox, and understand that you're not betraying somebody by letting the version of you that last experienced them go. You're not letting them go. You're actually keeping them alive by allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing yourself to grow beyond. And so in a way, that's you keeping them alive in a way that you're in control of the situation and not them. You're in the driver's seat now, right? The best way that we can carry people with us, or carry our old self with us, is lessons, right? A lesson is something that you carry with you that actually helps you to grow. It is based on the past, but you've allowed yourself to expand beyond it. That's what the lesson is, the wisdom that comes from it. So that's where your focus right now is going to be, in order to help you be most healthy and help you heal. Surrender now. This is Sagittarius energy. This is that Jupiterian energy. Let yourself jump into something new. Let yourself go into something new. Spirit has your back. This is Capricornian energy. This is farsight. This is, you know, it's the right thing to do. you know it's the right thing to do. This is also could be a leadership position or just taking initiative on your own. Becoming in some ways your own leader. Growing up. Capricorn. Capricorn. So you're changing definitely from the bottom up. We have DNA that just sort of fell here. This was the first thing out. Sorry, hold on. Chiron. Which is close to Jupiter right now. It's almost like in some ways you know how much it's going to hurt to pop that bubble. And so you've been doing everything to avoid it. And all it's been doing is making it or allowing it to hurt you more and restrict. Instead of going around in circles and trying to turn back time, you could be using that energy to move yourself forward, to let you live a beautiful life. That's what wants you. It's what's pulling you. And it's saying, hey, we've got to do this now. We've got to try something different. Athena, there's wisdom here. And understanding that you didn't have before. It's almost like I gotta say this. It's allowing yourself to be better than somebody. I know that sounds horrible. It's not about superiority. It's about they only went so far. Go farther. They probably busted their ass so that they could go as far as they could. Why circle around? Why circle around or feel you have to stay? Interesting. Sun, moon, and stars. This is about cosmic alignment, and that is exactly what's happening. That is marking the timestamp. This is happening to you. This is all going to explode out of you on today. This is the full moon, but understand that this is going to impact you for the rest of the week because it happened in Capricornian energy, and whatever involves Pluto is going to send major ripple effects out. The moon and the stars, this is aligning your sense of who you are with your sense of who you always saw yourself as. There's conflict here between the sun and the moon. And in some ways, it's this fear that's coming from the past that is suppressing you rising up. We have 3, which is faith. It's the Holy Trinity. It's 1 + 1 equals 2. So it's one step beyond the connection between you and somebody else. So it's what can come from you combining with somebody else. It's multiplying, but only with the assistance of somebody else. So having the faith to trust what they know or what they can do. This can be a spouse, this can be a friend, this can be a counselor, this can be just take the advice. 5, to change, to make this change. Okay, past lives. What did I say that this was going to be dharmic? That this is absolutely dharmic for you. You haven't come this far to only come this far, but you have come this far to keep going. And that's what Spirit is asking you to do. You have lived enough lives. You've lived with this enough times. You've lived through this enough times. You keep repeating a cycle or pattern until you are liberated from it. This is when you are able to liberate yourself from that karma that kept chasing you. We have 4, stability. Something is manifesting itself into reality, and that is an absolute change in the very bones of you. You are allowing yourself to change, like a caterpillar is born a caterpillar. But it allows itself when it's time to change into a butterfly. It was never meant to stay that caterpillar. This is a message that you needed to hear. I want to dig deeper and understand exactly what is this Dharma. The Magician. So that tells me you have been engaging in this. You have been involved in this. You have also been working on something, putting it all together. Trust in that. Trust in your own capabilities. 10 of Wands, oppression, and 2 of Wands. It's time for you to basically move on from feeling you have to be overburdened. You've taken on a lot of burdens. This change is revolving around something that, oppression, your own oppression, realizing that there's another option out there. Let's dig deeper. I'll see you guys in the extended. The link is below.